Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. When the Ostrich license finally came through and everything was approved, I felt something I had been waiting for a long time. Relief. In that moment, the dream stopped being just an idea in my head. It became real. Now it was time for the next step, getting the ostriches. I had three options in my mind. I could buy fertile eggs and hatch them myself. I could buy young chicks. I could buy adult birds, maybe one male and two females to start breeding immediately. When I asked Zimpark where I could get eggs or chicks, they said look for other ostrich breeders, but warned me not to go hunting ostriches in the forest. And because this whole project had started remotely, I did what I normally do when I'm managing things 5,000 miles away. I went straight to WhatsApp groups. For months, those groups had been my classroom. That's where I learned. That's where I asked the questions. But the moment I said I was ready to buy, the groups went silent. Completely silent. The same people who were very active before suddenly had nothing to say. A few responded, but their responses were interesting. Instead of offering birds or where I could get them, they simply said, let us know when you get the eggs. Tell us when you get the chicks. Tell us how much an adult ostrich costs. That's when something dawned on me. The WhatsApp ostrich farming journey was not going to be a walk in the park. So when Zimbabwe WhatsApp groups reached a dead end, I turned to South Africa. I started researching prices. That's when I hit a wall of reality. First, there was the paperwork. Second, animal health certificates, import permits, customs documentation, and then came the prices. Fertile eggs ranged between $10 and $30 each. Chicks between 1 and 3 months old were selling for $80 to $160. 6 months old birds were between $200 and $430. Adult ostriches for meat ranged from $530 to $950. And a full breeding pair that could cost anywhere between $1,900 and $3,800. At that point, I stopped looking at South Africa and turned my attention back home. And guess where I eventually found someone selling? Of course, on WhatsApp. One person, just one. He started at $250 for a 4-week-old chick. Now, remember, he knew he was the only person selling. So the negotiations began, but I wasn't even negotiating about quality anymore. I was negotiating about price and edge. Eventually, after some back and forth, he agreed to $200 per chick because I was buying several birds. And finally, the day came. The chicks were delivered to the farm. I was still thousands of miles away, but I opened the cameras and saw them for the first time. Beautiful, small, curious, walking around their new home. And in that moment, I realized something. WhatsApp farming is possible, but it will test your patience, your money, your time, and your determination. And this was only the beginning. More to come. Thank you for watching.